first person to experience this.
No way, Jose. I think that's how most people feel, isn't it?
They do. We've heard that a lot. You see it a lot with folks when they go to workshops, to seminars. There are a lot of different, we'll call them business support groups that are out there. And they'll hear from people who are in a very different industry, and they'll hear the same problem that they've dealt with. Or with today's media, maybe they'll watch the shows like The Profit or the Shark Tank, things that are on talking about business stuff, and they realize, hey, I'm not the only one having this problem.
That's right. The challenges, the frustrations, those are the negative. The good feelings of running your company, your own business. I mean, there are a lot of people who've been through this and continue to go through this.
Yeah. And,
you got a lot of company, that's for sure.
Yeah, it taps into one of the things we talk about all the time. You've probably heard about it or heard somebody say, which is it's very lonely at the top. And being at the top in terms of being an owner, it's great to have the ability to take some solace from that. The fact that, hey, you aren't the first person to go through this, and there's some answers out there. So we got a bunch of different stories that I kind of have some notes on, Jack, that I wanted to kind of touch on. We can kind of share and throw them out there. I think
Sure,
would be helpful
absolutely.
for people. So for one example, we had a client where the parent died suddenly. Literally died in a car crash, and the next day the keys got tossed to the kids, and they said, "Hey, guess what? After 30 years, you're now the proud owners of the company."
I remember that.
And the kids, fortunately for them, they had been involved in the business, but even then, they're involved in only portions of the business. They didn't have a full grasp of what all was going on. They had a sense of what was going on, but they didn't have a full grasp of what was going on. So, fortunately for this company, about a year into that, a year after the passing of the parent, we had a chance to meet them, and we helped them through. They had some debts from what their parents had done, and we were able to work them through that and get the company righted and kind of moving along in the right direction. So again, something like that. Again, if you had that where you've had a sudden death or sudden loss, believe me, you're not the first person to go through something like that.
Well, what helps is getting good advice and help. The good advice will shortcut the learning curve considerably. And so often we see so many small business owners make it totally a financial situation or a financial decision. And of course it is. I mean, I'm not naive to that. But to pay for good advice is worth it if you do the vetting properly and get the right person or persons. It's literally worth its weight in gold and then some. It gives you the experience. That's really what you're paying for, to shortcut all this stuff. Because, many people have been through everything you're faced. We have never seen, I don't think I will ever in my life, see a problem that's been stated for the first time in the world. 7 billion people in the world today, I'm sure there's a lot of multiple angst going on here, and continues every day like that.
What about this one? How about having a key employee quit on you and then